What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Banks, coming back at you live with a trade recap. I know it's been a long time, but today we'll be going over Tesla and how I found the level to trade off of to make over 71% on our calls today. But go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of this educational content I try to put out on a daily basis to make you a profitable trader. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this is episode 1 because I am starting over on my streak, and I hope to put these videos out every single day for the rest of the year. That is going to be my promise to try to make that for you guys. So let's get into the trade. Got a lot of questions about this one today. And as you guys can see, we took Tesla today with the team, but you guys came here for the trade recap. So why did I take this trade? Well, as you guys know, you always want to zoom out. What is going on with the chart? What is the bigger picture? What is happening, right? A lot of times we get so zoomed in on these smaller time frames, we actually forget to zoom out and really see the bigger picture and what is actually taking place here. So what happened here on Friday? Well, obviously we have a pretty massive sell candle here when it comes to the volume. But if we're going to look at the actual chart, what are we seeing? I know news came out, but what is playing out here? Well, when we're looking at candlesticks, they actually tell you a story of what's going on between buyers and sellers. Try to break trading down simple in this regards because that's all trading really is a battle between buyers and sellers. If buyers win, we go up. If sellers win, we go down. Now, of course, trading is a little bit more complicated than that. The mental side of it, there's a lot more going on, but at the end of the day, all trading is buyers and sellers. Whoever wins is going to determine the direction of the market for that day. Keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So, massive sell candle. Yes, we can see. Yeah, sellers were in control, but what is happening with this daily candle here? Obviously, sellers try to take us back down to a pretty big pivot point here at 160. And what happened? Brought us all the way back up over 168.50, 168 level. I'll get into that shortly, why that's important. But we can see here that sellers try to bring us down to a pretty major level here. We double bottom here yet again and pushed us all the way back up to a very pivotal level to the upside now. Um, right? That's telling us a story. Sellers were trying to take us down. They could not do it. So what happens when the market tells us where it's not going to go? Usually tells us where it's going to go. So I'll say that one more time. The market will usually tell us where it's going to go by telling us where it can't go, right? In this instance, sellers try to take control, could not do it, could not blow past our big 160 pivot level here, pushed us all the way back up about what is that 10 points, about 10 points, 9 points there on that day. Huge, huge buyer stepping in and defending that level there on that day. So let me now break down this 168 level for you and why that level is very important. So if we come back down, we can go back down to the 1 hour here, 168.50, 168.77, but you could see that 168 level here is pretty important. Why is this 168 level really important? Well, if we go and just zoom back a little bit here, we can see that we had sellers here, right? So a nice little resistance. And what happened now once we broke over this 168 level, between 168, 169, but the bottom of these wicks, 168, right? Bounce, support, kind of broke below, and then bounce, support, support, push us back up, sold through, came up, support, and then what happened today? Support. You can see this is a very big pivot, support, resistance, pivot level, guys. Clear as day. I'm on the 1 hour. You could see it on the 4 hour as well, but the 1 hour shows a little bit better, right? We can see that this level is very important, that 168, 169, but we'll call it 168 level is very, very important. Reject. We're holding it as support, holding it as support. Some balance here. Held as support. We bounced to highs. We obviously sold through, Came right back up, rejected on this day, found it as support again, pushed us back up, came below. You can see that there was some balance here. And then today, some balance again for another push higher. So higher time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour daily, will show you these big support resistance, supply, and demand zones. In this instance, this 168.77, 168, 169 pivot level, very, very important. Um, Clear as day here. Starts in March over here. And you can see that this is a pretty big pivot level support resistance flip level. Great. Now we have our level. Let's go into the open of the day. So let me come back a little bit for you. We saw that sellers tried to take control. They couldn't. They pushed us back above that pretty big level there over that 168.50, 168.77, which is the exact level I had here. We pushed back above. And now what is happening, right? What do we want to see? Well, since we know that this is such a big pivot level, right? Support resistance flip level that a lot of people like to call it. What do we want to see? Well, we obviously want to see this level hold for upside. And then of course, if we break below that level, we can look to the downside. But what happened at open here? I'm going to go down to the 5 minute because this is what I like to trade. We can see obviously we pushed up. That's on Friday. We come into the pre-market hours, uh, again, balancing upon this level. And what is happening at open? Well, we come down, we wick down, right? Sellers try to push us back down below this pretty big level that we just talked about and I just showed you guys. And what happened? We held that level. Buyers bought us right back up, um, almost about 2 points there, or actually 3 points there. Brought us right back up. We flagged out and then we pushed higher and kind of trended into my next level here at 174.50. But the point is, we held that level, right? So if we know that this is such a big support resistance level, right? If we hold above it, what is that showing us? It's more than likely that risk to reward is going to be to the upside. And if we hold below it, that risk to reward is now going to be to the downside. But what did we see here? We came down, grabbed some liquidity, pushed us right back up, and then we started trending up until that day. Then we kind of flagged out, ranged out the rest of the day. But I hope that is starting to make sense a lot for you guys. From that volume where, kind of did a little mini volume explanation there for you, right? Sellers try to take us down. We have a big sell candle here, big push up in buyers. Sellers could not win this battle. We had so many sellers here, but they could not win this battle. And we pushed us back up about 10 points on the day. We can see right here that 168 level is very big down to the 4 hour, down to the 1 hour here. Big support resistance level, or you can call it a zone if you wanted to use 168 to 169. So we need to hold above that level, and that is going to be our pivot level coming into the day. Above bullish, below bearish. We held it out open, went ahead and took those calls there, and obviously banked 71% to the upside. Hope you guys learned a lot. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll be sure to get back to you. But as always, guys, like, share the video so others can learn. And I'll end it on this, like I do on most of my videos, is I believe in you guys. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Trading will garner you freedom. Just give it time. Stay patient. It took me 5 years to have my first profitable year. So stay patient. One trade at a time. Do less. I promise you, one trade isn't going to make or break you. One trade's not going to make you ultra rich. And if you have proper risk management, one trade isn't going to blow your account. It is hard. It takes time, but I believe in all of you. I know you can do it. So let's get out there. Let's keep learning. Let's keep getting better. Again, guys, my name is Mr. Banks. I love you. I'll see you on the next trade recap on episode 2. And hopefully I'll do this for the rest of the year.